Good day, everyone. This is Dude, along with
Kami. Hello.
So today we are going to do the Lego Brick Headz Moana and Merida set number 40621. So, is there one you want to do in particular?
Yeah, we didn't really
Nope.
hash this out beforehand. We both liked each of these characters.
Yes. Okay, easy method. There's the back of two books. Choose a book.
Well, I wound up with Moana.
And I got Merida. I'm assuming Merida is bag 2.
I don't know why you'd say that.
I know, right?
I can't imagine what might be implying that at all.
Just call it a hunch. Yep, bag 2.
There's the brain.
Yeah, and here's the brain here. Only poor Wally does not have a brain.
Yeah, I'm still a little shocked. It would have to be like the size. I don't think...
I think that was it, although I did have a comment saying artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
But, okay, that's a good answer. Still think Wally got cheated. As we now sort the pieces real quick.
Yes. I'm trying to be fairly quick about this. I know it's not the most entertaining part of the build for most folks.
This is the part where we chat about nothing or everything. Mostly nothing.
Man, it has been a while since I've seen Brave, at least. Moana was much more recently watched.
True. With my Scottish heritage, you'd think I'd watch that movie more. But that's also the stereotypical, you'd think I'd watch Braveheart more now. Think I'd listen to bagpipe. Actually, I do enjoy bagpipe music.
Both Dude and I have connection to Merida in that regard.
Yep.
If the shade of our wasn't
Pasty
any
white.
wasn't any indication for some folks.
That nice Irish, Scottish, British, and French.
Yes.
I'm
and
good.
German. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm good where there's little sun. So in other words, I go from this to lobster. There is no tan.
There is no tan, only burn.
Yes. Then I peel, and then I'm white, somehow even whiter than before.
Ooh, I am glad I am sorting these because there's a lot of very tricky to distinguish pieces here. And I would not want to have to figure this out later.
Oh, but that's fun. I mean, it slows things down, but it's fun. says, knowing he's not going to fully sort this as nicely as he should.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting I'll be behind Dude for that reason, but... Although that being said, there's a lot of
Hair.
difficult to distinguish hair pieces on both of these. So it may even out in the end. I don't know.
True. Or might go from all that hair to Hairspray and how wonderful a writer John Waters is.
That's a segue.
I know. I'm happy to say I actually got to see a interesting performance of Hairspray with Kami at one point.
Yes.
Where John Waters was actually the narrator.
Yes.
Adding in the cultural flair of why certain things were done the way they were.
Yes.
It was very nice.
Talking about changes between the how things actually went down in the story of with the inspiration for the story, I should say.
Yes.
Because unfortunately the show that was alluded to throughout the story, the real life version, did not have it as nice ending.
True.
But it's like sometimes you don't want that to be the story. You want the happy ending, you know.
How life should be instead of how it is sometimes.
And that gives hope.
Gives us all something to strive for. I may have screwed up already. Yay.
Oops.
That's not where I screwed up. Yay, brick separators. No. That's the one.
Ah, printed piece.
Uh-huh. And that's how I screwed up.
Aha. Those printed pieces can be very tricky sometimes.
I wasn't actually expecting the printed piece. Woo. As I now did a super close-up of cleavage. Technically, that is...
Yeah.
Who knew I was actually going for the demonetization run? Oops.
There we go. Okay. Now I can get started on mine.
Thankfully, I don't think Lego cleavage will get us in trouble.
No. I'm fairly sure also. And if it did, then what the heck? I've definitely seen worse on YouTube.
Yes. But you know, how dare evolve machine that regulates things notice a difference, or Or because it's blocky, it's way too scandalous for the AI. Just cannot handle all the block. Two reds, green, and a brain. Dun dun.
Brain.
Woo.
Huh.
And we have nice nature background.
Today. We thought it might be fitting for both of them as opposed to some of just going ocean or just going mountain.
Yeah, tried to go with some that had a little of all sounds
Yes.
for the ambient music. So, here's the proof. She's not a true redhead. She's been dyeing her hair.
Oh gosh.
Her roots are showing. Horrible joke.
Now the difference here is, okay, yes, this is the root, but this is when you get the sun bleaching going on.
True.
No. Moana's face does not want to apply. There we are. I was about to say, I know that feel. I'm not great at makeup.
I'm horrible at makeup. I've never worn it. Oh, that's not true. I have for Halloween once.
And never again.
Horrible allergic reaction. I've been paranoid about anything going on my face since.
Yeah, many a cosplay idea has been shot down.
Yeah. Just because when I was younger I ended up swelling up like someone took a baseball bat to my face.
Yeah.
Not fun times. Oh. And no one did. But on that note, liquid prednisone is horrific to take. The pills are fantastic. Oh.
It just tastes horrible.
Well, you don't taste the pills, but the liquid. Ugh.
I was going that's what I meant was the liquid does.
Yeah. One of the worst things I've ever tasted.
That being said, a lot of medicine taken orally, just,
Yeah.
it's awful tasting, and that's exactly why we get the fakey, you know, the cherry and the raspberry and all that flavors.
Yeah.
Grape. Because a lot of the time they're trying to cover that up.
True. And for good reason.
Well, that's what I'm getting at is is that somehow the flavor of the medicine underneath would be even worse than the fake flavor.
Yeah, originally when that all went down, because I was below the age of 10, they're like, oh, kids don't do well with pills. I had no problem with pills.
Especially after the tasting the alternative.
Yeah. Ah, interesting. Instead of having two different directions, they both go in the same direction for the hair there. And that was one side.
Nice.
Yeah, this may take a minute with the hair. Oh. Yes, going back to Hairspray.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. It's a good movie to watch. If you can actually see a performance of it, it's quite good to watch. And be part of the audience.
Now the interesting question here, dude, is are you telling them to watch the non-musical or the musical?
Well, I'm definitely more a fan of the musical, but either's good.
They do have the same basic story, but yeah, I would say that the musical is generally more entertaining.
Yeah, you get to hear someone Miss Baltimore Crabs.
Yeah.
I think they should have just told me to do this last one twice.
Mm.
No, wait, might differ a little.
Moana's hair is going to be an interesting experience to build here. Just the mix of different shapes and
I was doing it right and then I got sidetracked on my own.
oops.
It appears to be the same as the last one.
Oh. So much. Sorry, now that we're talking about like musicals, now I'm just going like there's so much good music in Moana.
Yes. Had a really good villain song in that one with the crab.
Shiny.
Yes. Hey, a good villain song can really make a movie.
Mm.
Or completely rewrite it. Thank you, Frozen. Oh, I see. The only difference is the bottom. Goes in a different direction on the bottom.
Hmm.
Yep, that's hair.
Yep.
Hey.
Starting to shape up. Yeah, I would have been showing more of the body build, but it's a fairly standard Headz, shape.
Oh, I find this interesting. It's kind of like, oh, and now I stop and put on feet. It's kind of like, oh,
yeah, the feet
okay.
went on much sooner over here. I just realized this is not settled properly.
Oh no.
There we are.
It is now.
Yes, it is.
Now I make a quiver. And then fling a piece accidentally. I'm good at that though. And this is a fun piece. It's a little branch or stem to look like the arrow. Also thought it was a chicken foot at first.
Which would have been like, hey, are you sure this that isn't supposed to be part of the Moana set?
Yeah.
If it's a chicken foot.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're all these small pieces just to get the right shaping for the hair.
So there's a quiver. I know I get to frame out the face.
I get to do what I just did again for the front part of the hair.
You're in need of a lot of orange pieces.
See. Oh, this is an interesting piece of the hair here. Go on, quote unquote, sideways, like this. Then two of the plain black dots. One next to that piece. And one below it, so to speak.
That's a face.
And then this goes in this little slot here over the arm.
Neat. I'm sorry, hit it for a second there.
Oh. Yeah, this is one time where I'm going like, okay, I'm pretty sure they are gonna have me just mirror on the other side, but I am so glad I didn't do them at the same time.
Yeah.
Just because I would have gotten so lost in the midst of that, I can guarantee you.
Had all the pieces down there for a second.
There we go.
No, there we are. Find the wedge pieces. Hey, I get to finally give her eyes. And I drop an eye.
How dare you?
I know. And then we add a third eye just because. No. That's a Binding of Isaac character.
A binding of Isaac?
Dun bum. Dun bum. Yeah, yeah.
Ba-dum-bum.
Thank you. Some days the drum roll does not work.
This I know I can do twice. Of course, they don't have me mirroring this one, they just have me doing it twice. Merida's coming along nicely.
think this is going to be the back of the head I'll be working on. I start to run low on orange. Oh wait, no I'm not.
So, again, the kind of side locks here for the... Yeah, there we are. Had a momentary, I'm not sure if I did the right one there.
Oopsie.
Well, it's not an oopsie because I did it right, it's just...
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I had.
Understood.
And this one goes in place like the last one. Over the arm. And then we start building what's probably the back of Moana's hair here. If it's not that, then I'm very concerned because Moana will have a bald patch otherwise.
Yeah, that might be a little weird. She's suddenly the first Disney princess with alopecia.
Which, you know, rep is rep.
True.
We are. Scratch, scratch. Sorry. Alright.
I messed up somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think I see where I made a mistake. I had these pieces down too many, and of course these are not easy to get the brick separator on.
We have a piece of hair that, from the profile, it looks like a farm and silo.
Yeah, actually. It does.
Yeah. And then I drop it.
No.
Anti-M, anti-M.
You dropped it on ATM, oh my god! Oh. There's a can of worms to get into. Oz.
Oh, just all the weirdness of the stories. The canonical weirdness of the stories.
Yes. You've seen the movie, now go read the books.
And be prepared to go, what? At a good bit of them.
What type of drugs were these, and where do I get them? At least Alice in Wonderland, you can figure out which drugs are which. I know, that's the most inappropriate joke I've made. But seriously, you can. Oh, that's funny because I'm very much a straight edge. Woo. Now I need to do the top of her hair.
Yeah, she's gonna have some interesting stress patches here.
Uh-huh. accidentally turn your mother into a bear, you might have some stress bad, and her brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, she justifiably has a few. I'd have been pulling out my hair too. Now I arm her, so I cannot make any bad jokes without a threat. And now I quickly build
how
a
dare
base.
that fall off? There we are.
Hey, they gave me extra circles,
Hey.
considering how many were used. Ta-da!
Should be connecting here. So there's the back of Moana's hair, alongside Merida being done.
Yes. Since I have a spare piece, that feels better. I don't know why it doesn't slope as nicely, but at the same time it feels appropriate. Adding that one extra piece in. Woo.
In theory, Moana shouldn't be too bad at this point, other than
The skirt.
obviously, well, the skirt's done.
Oh, the hair.
more or less.
The hair bit.
The crown, the flower crown.
Yes.
There we go. Which is literally the piece I'm about to do.
Yeah. And sadly, I'm still having some issues talking at times, so hence why I'm stumbling on my words easier than normal. This is why I'm glad I don't do a face cam.
I get to make these 12 times.
Would you like assistance while you do that?
That would be appreciated. Help speed things up a little bit.
4. Fun over repetitive.
Yes.
In the end, it's gonna be very nice.
Yes.
But in the short term, it's kind of like, oh.
Yep. And the angle at which I've put the hooks on mine may be a little off, but
They're easy to adjust once
Yeah.
they're on.
it's the assembly that's the
Big thing.
annoying part.
Because, yeah, once they're on, they turn with ease without
Yes.
coming apart.
And we have a spare one of these, I'm pretty sure.
Yay!
Ah!
I sped up by 4. Or did I just I screwed up all of them.
How did you screw them up?
I put the maroon piece in the wrong spot.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Well, while dude does that. Ah!
It'll still sped it up a little. Just not as much as I'd hoped. I almost undid my issues. I'm glad there's a spare one. I have to now dig in the trash.
Oops.
On the upside, it's only plastic in there, so.
Yeah.
Doesn't
It's
take
just
long.
annoying. That's the that's the downside.
I'm pretty sure I hit the trash based on sound. Yep, there it is. nice having trash cans that only ever handle plastic and paper.
Yes. Here we go.
Also makes it easy for sorting for recycling when
Yep.
possible.
I'm sorry for my hands being kind of in the way of viewing here, as I'm trying to both adjust these so they're angled properly.
Yeah. Well, you can only do so much when you're trying to attach the small pieces. You always get the interesting sets where you have to attach a lot of clips.
Yes, I've noticed that myself.
Just because it's sitting near the table. Like
For
that
example,
flower
that.
from the Pikachu bonsai.
That was a key play set.
Yes. We have a video of that.
Yes.
As I go, uh-oh. At some point I broke a set and never fixed it.
As I try to adjust the crown so things are not too far apart, but also I think that should be fairly good.
Yeah.
A little bit up on that. There we go.
Sorry. Using a brick separator to prop her up just a little.
But yeah. Okay, I'm making the ore now.
Really, dude? You knew how to make it and you still put the pieces in the wrong order for the base.
This. And then wrong end. It's an ore.
Yes.
And then I believe that should be it.
Ta-da. Should I show off with the ore? And on the base.
Either I've missed these pieces somewhere, or I got extra for some reason.
Pretty sure you had extra. I had extras.
Move the brick
Of
separator.
the brown pieces. So I do this without breaking anything again. So, Moana and Merida.
Yes.
Boop.
Both with very detailed hair.
Yes.
I think the hair is as finicky as it could be. Probably my favorite parts of that particular build.
Yeah, I can honestly say in both cases, as I carefully.
It's the final effect is...
Yes. Very nice. So thank you for joining us today, and hope you have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.